We got ourselves team 1 together with Atha, man. On the team, we got ourselves huge Buttman gonna be first up as a caster. Immediately starting off versus Shock Rocketed. Chocolated? Wait, chocolated. It's like chocolate. But it's like shock is okay, Chocolated. I'm gonna mess up your name super hard. Huge Buttman having to pop a wall here really early on. A Chocolate not even got a random proc of Ascendance. Absolutely just blasted right through Huge Buttman with an unused Ascendance. That was a really strong opener off the bat. Can he catch back up to Huge Buttman though? Root onto Huge Buttman, leaping right back to him. Huge try to see if he can avoid him. Could go for the Earth Shocks and Freezes and knock back Chocolated as long as he utilizes his leap and sprint in order to break past these roots. He should be able to catch up to Huge, able to frost shock these totems down, but Huge given an opportunity to at least catch up a little bit of health here. I love his shield, I love his weapon. Does get to avoid the knockback for a good positionals versus the Haymaker as well. Not getting knocked off this platform. He knows the Shaman strikes. It's Huge. Does end up leaping away for a second. Chocolate going for a little bit of healing of his own, spending that Maelstrom in order to catch up on health. Still has plenty of mana to work with them, as long as he can avoid. Actually got himself a knockback of his own. He can put Huge Buttman in an unwinnable position too. Not only does Huge Buttman have a knockback of his own, but so does Chocolate, so that could give him a bit of an opportunity. Leaping in before any of the freezes can stop him in place. It's actually so good for him. Huge setting up a bit of a lava burst. Chocolate does not have a grounding totem or anything. There goes another knockback with the root. At least he's given an opportunity to run back up the platform. This is a perfect arena for the Shaman. Able to knock around these boys. Chocolate does get frozen, but the elementals are in. Stormkeeper is up. This could be an opportunity for Huge Buttman to make a big play. Does get interrupted on lava, but it's going to be stunned onto Huge right after. Chocolate just needs himself just a little bit more optimal to Huge, especially if you can fight him down below the bridge, where you don't have the platform, where you don't have the bridge, where you don't have the ramp, where you don't have none of that. If you can somehow avoid that extra Z axis where you can get knocked off of, you will be in a great spot. Gonna be Huge trying to see if he can set up for a big lava burst versus Chocolate. Get another knockback. Does he have the Earthshocks to follow? Should he be able to root him in place? As long as you can add some control. Does have himself a Sentence proc. Is exactly what he needs. Got himself a big Stormkeeper. Is it gonna be enough though? Root around the corner. Huge Buttman. And definitely will need to go for a knockback. If Chocolate ever goes in a bad spot, is it gonna be one knockback? Does it go anywhere? Chocolate get a blasted out. Oh, Huge Buttman turned it around on him though. Mad Alien Blast with the zaps and lava burst did the trick. And Steps is gonna be up next as a Gladiator Windwalker running out, trying to see if he can make a play. Huge Buttman hit him with the lasso, immediately probably gonna go for a knockback. Does avoid it. Wait, how did you avoid that knockback actually? Did you just like roll as you get knocked? Might have actually been able to cancel it out. There goes the Haymaker. Does end up catching him with a quick board. These boys are zooming all over the place. Either they're boarding everywhere or Huge Buttman is sending them all over the map. Lexube Steps is finally able to get him locked down onto a Huge. Doesn't go flying far. This actually could be really bad. Huge Buttman trying to see if he can avoid him. Is going to go for the root to separate away from the monk, but the monk got himself a bit of a ring of a boopity bop to boop. Huge Buttman back next to him with a ring of peace. Is going to go for Diffuse Magic really early. I think this is where you want to max out the damage. Does end up activating the Fey line in order to give him some more damage. Zuen, Serenity, everything is ready. The chasing after Huge Buttman. Is it going to be enough damage? Yet another knockback, but the Shaman to separate, create some space. Does he have himself a counter-offensive? Because Huge, I think, is going to have to go counter-offensive versus the Monk. Is going to try to see if he can freeze him, roots him in place. More Lava Burst, needs another proc. Maybe that's where you go for Stormkeeper. Yet another Frost Shock, Earth Shock as he's trying to close the gap. Lava Burst flying in. Steps is under no health. In cap to follow. Fire Elemental trying to do whatever it can. Steps is looking for a bit of a catch up to say, oh, he does end up setting in a lava burst around the corner. And Kreisbad is going to be up next as the Destro Warlock going back into his main guns with Huge Buttman. Going to try to see if he can avoid this elemental. Oh, no, not the Shaman. This Destro Warlock, master of the elements and control versus the destructive nature of the Kreisbad. One works with the elements to coalesce him to his help, while Kreisbad twists the elements around him with fire, molten lava, turning into destructive flames, and just absolute chaos with Infernos flying in from literally space. What kind of build does Kreisbad play though? I wonder if he's playing like a portal build, or if it's just like a Chaos Bolt build. Big Earth Shocks and Frost Shocks onto the Succubus actually. It's Huge trying to see if he can avoid the pet. Gonna be Skyzer resummoning a fresh new one because he does want to play around the Succubus to maybe use it to peel Huge Buttman away from any kind of pillar. But Huge got a lot of instant cast, he got a lot of roots, so at least he can control a lot of things. Gonna be a big lava burst sending in onto Huge Buttman. Does go for the Tremor in order to escape that fear. Perfectly lined up. It's gonna be a root into Kreisbad, so open up all the portals. You can't really avoid him. Massive Earth Shocks back to back for Huge Buttman though. Looking for a bit of a catch up as Kreisbad does get himself a heal of his own as well. I think chopping down down the cookie, maybe with a Soulburn Hellstone. Huge Buttman hanging out by the succubus. Infernal joined in. This is where Kreisman wants to push in. Got himself a big defensive. This way, huge. Gonna knock him back. Definitely needs to be very careful of the succubus because it could CC you, which opens you up for being being attacked by Kreisman. Light lasting for a second. Knocking the pets and everything back. The pet is in a good spot actually. But while in Ghost Wolf, I think you do get to avoid, since you are technically counted as polymorphed, you do get to avoid the succubus CC while in Ghost Wolf. So if you can time it, you may be able to have a play. Kreisman with a wall. Fear onto Huge. Huge does get to pre-wall this one as well. Shadow Fear to follow. Huge does he have himself a big setup. He definitely wants to go for a big Stormkeeper. Cannonball flying in. Does not have an interrupt for this one. Is going to interrupt him on Fear though. Big Cannonball flying in. Does Huge have anything to follow? Big Cannonball is going to be able to chunk a good portion out of himself. Boarding right on top of it. Could be anyone's game. Does Huge Buttman go down? Or does Kreisman burn down? Going to be big Stormkeeper, but Kreisman doesn't have conflagrating the guy down. Oh my goodness. I don't think Lim, is that what it is? Lemon. I'm not sure what his name's supposed to be. I don't know what Lemon is, but he's like Lemon Hunter or something. Lemon Hunter? Lemon Hunter? I'm gonna call it Lemon Hunter. At this point, oh, mad damage, Mortal Strike, Mortal Coil. Oh, no way, Kreisman actually got that kill. He died for that one, but he did get the kill. That was incredible. Lemon Hunter got blasted out by Kreisman back to back, did go for the hunt, but at the end of the day, Warlock was able to claim him. Took him out. That was crazy. Bonsamdi gonna be up next as a rogue, trying to avoid these pets, but should be known that Lucy is seeing him right there, right around the corner. Gonna be a mark for death already. Is gonna shrink that out of it, trying to see if he can maximize damage as an assassination rogue. Full dots on Lucy. Does Lucy have himself manic bandages or potentially feign death to remove the dots? Big stun. Bonsamdi surrounded by the pets, vanished, but he can't really go anywhere. Hunter's mark still on him. Trying to see if he can disarm the Hunter, but the Hunter just keeps blasting him out. The pets are doing work. Cheat death by the rogue. He got only limited on left. He's doing this last ditch effort. He's trying to see if he can carve a death mark into Lucy. Does Lucy have an out on this one? Pally's is going to be up next. Trying to see if he can blast out through the Hunter with the Turtle Shelter follow right after. Trying to see if he can get out of this as he can. Lag Hunter? Was that laggy? Was Lucy doing something wrong there? Hope not. Oh, Lucy does go down though. I know the name Lucy. I call you Lucy just because it's easier. I know I was told like it's like Luce. I don't really know. I just go with Lucy because it said it's Lucy. Hunter themselves said it's Lucy, so I'm just gonna go with Lucy. Lucy. Pally's up next versus Steel Seared X. Trying to get himself an opener, swapping out from a Subtlety, this time to an Assassination as well. Deathmark as he does pre-cloak the blind. Big damage to the Pallies. Does he have a bubble for this one? May want to use it, otherwise you're gonna get super low in health. That wall may not be enough to stun onto Steel. Steel just pushing in the pressure. And there goes the bubble. At least was able to force out a pretty big defensive out of the Paladin. Pally picking up wings immediately, looking for a bit of a reheal. Steel does end up getting himself a bit of a reset. Kidney shot onto Pally's. Does have a shield defense. It's not enough though. I don't think he got nothing left. Unless lay in hands. Oh my goodness. I just saw lay in hands last second, but he might have been forbearance still too. That's rough. Christ does sneak into Huge Buttman. Survives for a good while. Also taken two. That was well done. Lag Hunter? I mean Demon Hunter. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, chat, do we still have a team?